post-trial motions, that although they didn't persuade the district court judge, that they will persuade the Court of Appeals. We've always believed in those arguments, and we believe that this enterprise was overcharged and that the Second Circuit Court of Appeals will see it that way. Well, I mean, obviously he's devastated. 30 years in prison is like a life sentence for him, but at the same time, you know, we knew the government was asking for 25 years. We were prepared for what the judge might impose, so it didn't come as a great big surprise. We were prepared for it, and we are now prepared to fight this appeal. For us, it's just the beginning of the fight, frankly. So we were prepared going in for today, and he's doing okay with it. Our position is this was not a RICO or racketeering act violation. These were isolated events that happened many years ago, and the government simply tried to plead around the statute of limitations to bring it in a RICO charge, which was inappropriate. So, I mean, all I can tell you is there was no enterprise. There was no enterprise. It was one man with allegations by a number of women, which doesn't make it an enterprise. And that is why he's not guilty of racketeering.
Thing, top of the morning, top of the evening, top of the night, whatever time zone you are on, we are live. It looks like I'm frozen. Let me let this catch up time. Hopefully everybody is doing the best that they can in the situation that they are in. So let me turn my extra microphone off. Silence for all those who have lost their lives. We can get it to go up. I'm not going to let the proof say something. I don't do hocus pocus foolishness. You have concrete as you don't. And
racketeering charges. Let's listen in.
What he said to you after the sentence was read.
He was just asking for some clarifications about some of the terms and that were read to him. As you all know, Mr. Kelly has some literacy issues, so it's really important for there's a great deal of things that have to be explained in a little more slowly. So,
But in terms of the sentence, how does he feel about the sentence?
well, I mean, obviously he's devastated. 30 years in prison is like a life sentence for him. But at the same time, we knew the government was asking for 25 years. We were prepared for what the judge might impose. So it didn't come as a great big surprise. We were prepared for it, and we are now prepared to fight this appeal. For us, it's just the beginning of the fight, frankly. So we were prepared going in for today, and he's doing okay with it, despite it being hard.
To speak in his own defense, why did he not want to make a statement?
A statement in allocution? Well, that was on advice of counsel. That was on my advice.
Why?
Because he has pending cases. It's obvious. He's got pending cases, and he has a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I advised him to invoke that Fifth Amendment right. I promise you, he does want to make a statement. He will make statements eventually, but on the advice of counsel, he remains silent today.
Will you be putting in an appeal? Public that he is not guilty. How soon will you be putting in this appeal?
Okay, so the appeal will lay out that the enterprise that was charged, as you will see if you've read my post-trial motions, which you probably have not, our position is this was not a RICO or racketeering act violation. These were isolated events that happened many years ago, and the government simply tried to plead around the statute of limitations to bring it in a RICO charge, which was inappropriate. So, I mean, all I can tell you is there was no enterprise. There was no enterprise. It was one man with allegations by a number of women, which doesn't make it an enterprise. And that is why he's not guilty of racketeering.
You said he was
How many family members?
You said he was remorseful. What did you mean by that? You said he didn't have to confess, but that he was remorseful.
I said he has regrets and he is sad. Nobody wants to hear what he heard today. He's a human being. He feels when other people are feeling, but that doesn't mean that he's can accept responsibility in the way that the government would like him to and the way other people would like him to, because he disagrees. He is not, he disagrees with the characterizations that have been made about him. But that doesn't mean he's not a human being and can't feel something when other people are in pain.
Is his abuser here today? You said that his sister abused him as he was a kid. He has 4 people here today.
Yes, he has a number of friends here today. No, his sister is not here today. He's been estranged from her for quite some time. He has 2 brothers who are fully in support of him, who were also victims of sexual abuse in his household. So they are here in spirit, although not here personally. So no.
And
What do you say to people who say he's a predator?
have you had the opportunity to speak to Joyce?
Yes, I speak to Joy regularly, and Joy is just fine. She is sad, but she told him, and she sent me a text message telling him to pray and put it in God's hands, and she loves him, and they're going to get through this. That's what she had to say to him
Is he
today.
a predator?
No, he's not.
No, he's not a predator. Anything?
Which is your name, first and last?
Well, where's the other members of the enterprise?
Your name, first and last.
Jennifer BOEJEAN, BONJEAN.
You've been listening to R. Kelly's lawyers speak after his sentencing to 30 years in prison. He was convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking last year at a trial. His lawyers say they expected this sentence and plan on appealing his conviction in this case. We are going to take a quick break, but we've got a lot more news ahead.
That's right. We are also expecting to hear from some of the victims in the case. When that happens, and if that happens, we'll bring it to you live. You're streaming CBS News, always on.
an original documentary from CBS Reports.
It's gonna be big!
The metaverse, the virtual world that's become a cryptocurrency casino.
It's like buying property on Mars.
Do they get an actual picture of this?
All right, everybody. That is it. Let me make sure my volume is back in. All right, everybody. You all have a pleasant evening and a pleasant night. And remember, we don't rock with sensationalism. We rock with facts. Allegations, conspiracies, and theories are not facts. We need concrete evidence and proof to substantiate people's word to be a lie. Okay? And so, we don't care about speculations, allegations, conspiracies, and theories. We care about the proof and the evidence that has not been tampered with. Have a pleasant evening and a pleasant night, everybody. Stay vigilant. Bye-bye.